S26 Ultra is looking good, and there are a bunch of changes we're going to see on S26 Ultra. Samsung is working on a dual processor for the Galaxy S26 series. S2600 is in process, but recent information suggesting a Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation from Samsung Foundry. Yes, this was shocking, but according to Korean media, welcome 2nm chip production negotiations, green light for the US big tech orders. This means Samsung is going to make Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, but when we dig information, don't worry, S26 Ultra will not feature this processor. Production will start later or early next year. This means S26 Ultra will going to feature a 3nm Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, which was from a TSMC process. The reason we were concerned about the Samsung Foundry because last time they did this with the Galaxy S22 Ultra back in 2022. And there were some major issues including heating and power consumption issues. But now they are backing things up, and it is expected they may feature this new processor in Galaxy foldables next year. Although if you like S25 Ultra, then deals are on, which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. There's another source confirming the early release of Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation. According to the source, I've said it before, the first release date of Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation is the end of September. The first batch of manufacturers will basically release it in October, including sub-series. Currently, the internal schedule is still the same. I will update you if there's any changes. This thing confirms Samsung will going to add Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation for Galaxy S26 Ultra. And the new 2nm Node 1 is for next generation, expected to feature on Galaxy foldables, although the same source confirmed a major performance boost on 8 Elite 2nd generation. Samsung S lineup is always at the front when we talk about Android experience, and this time we got a news about the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, which will be featured in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. More on Exynos 2600 later, but according to the source, GPU independent cache increased from 12 MB to 16 MB. Early setting performance increased by 30%. That's a massive jump from Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is already too powerful compared to the competition. Not only this, second generation self-developed CPU architecture increased by 25%. This is a normal second generation Snapdragon 8 Elite. Samsung will add Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation made for Galaxy, which will even increase the performance on S26 Ultra. Not only performance, it will also be more efficient compared to the previous generation. Now, the source further added support for a newer generation high-speed LPDDR5X or LPDDR6. Not sure about the memory technology, but according to the previous sources, we may expect a 16 GB of RAM option in S26 Ultra, since now even base models have 12 GB of RAM. Also, if you're curious about the design, then I have a source who confirmed it. Every year, we expected a big change in the design of S series, and this year was the one where Samsung moved from boxier design to rounded design on S25 Ultra. Some like it and some don't, but now people want the same sharp corners on S26 Ultra. Well, according to my internal source, S26 Ultra will going to get the overall same design. Back design is going to be basically same button layout, mic layout is also same. This further confirms another major thing where some suggest that 3 camera sensors on the back, but it was all fake. S26 Ultra will going to feature 4 cameras on the back. The source also confirms Samsung is not getting rid of titanium, which means S26 Ultra will also feature a same titanium frame as S25 Ultra, except the front of the S26 Ultra will be changed. Yes, the Gorilla Glass armor new generation. Despite giving us the same design as before, Samsung will reduce the weight of a phone, which is always a plus for a gigantic 6.9 inches display. On this note, if you find value from this video, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.